Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 10.
Some local college students are being left in the lurch as North Dakota cuts its ROTC scholarships.
The changes affect about 60 undergraduate cadets and 35 graduate students, most of whom attend North Dakota State University.
Experts tell Valley News Team's Veronica Marshall the cuts will affect not only current students, but it will also be felt across the community.
9/11 happened when I was in my senior year, and then I just realized that, hey, I was always kind of a athlete in different sports and like to be a leader, so I thought I did it. I thought I would join, and when I joined, I realized I really liked it. It's made me, I guess, a better person, not only in the civilian, but just a better person all around.
Ryan Schultz has been involved with the National Guard for more than 10 years. It's his job to encourage more students to enlist. That just got harder. North Dakota says it can no longer help its ROTC National Guard students with tuition.
I was chatting with friends and been brought to my attention that they were going to be struggling as terms of tuition goes in the spring semester, and I was kind of surprised because the fact that they're National Guardsmen, so you think that they get their tuition covered. Students tell me they expected free tuition, and now they're faced with an unexpected burden, which could also impact future recruitment. Some of the reasons that they joined the Guard was the fact that school's expensive and they wouldn't have any other means to afford it.
Education is the number one reason applicants join the Army National Guard. In addition, soldiers who use tuition assistance remain in the Army National Guard at a higher rate than those who do not. So it also has a very positive impact on retention.
The community will feel the impact of this change as well. NDSU's ROTC students spend time volunteering, and now that's in jeopardy.
What will happen is we'll start cutting back on helping the community in certain ways because we have to make sure that they can afford their rent.
These men and women are the ones who are the first answer to when there's a disaster in the state. If we don't take care of these issues now, National Guard could really hurt in the future.
In Fargo, Veronica Marshall, Valley News Live.
There is an effort to help fund the scholarships. Next week, the state's emergency commission is meeting to determine whether money can be shifted to cover the scholarships.
With police in hot pursuit, a shoplifting suspect tried getting away by jumping into the cold Red River this afternoon. It didn't work, and 26-year-old Julian Pickett is facing multiple charges, including theft and fleeing a peace officer. The chase took place near the Moorhead Center Mall, and an officer on the scene said after Pickett jumped in, it didn't take long before he returned to the riverbank where he was arrested. Pickett was taken to a hospital to be treated. He's being held tonight in the Clay County Jail.
If you thought it was cold earlier, just wait until later. Hutch, there's no sugarcoating this one. This is the type of weather where it's good to have a winter survival kit.
Indeed, you do not want to get stuck at the road's edge with temperatures like these. Air temperatures down to 4 below in Wadena right now, 2 below Thief River Falls, and 4 in Jamestown. Up in the Northern Valley near Langdon, they've been as cold as 6 below zero there. So it's very cold out there, and with clearing skies and calm winds, it will remain so. Wind chills first thing in the morning between 10 and 15 below for some of us, and that's thanks to a 5-mile-per-hour wind that is expected to increase. It looks like a very cold start tomorrow, but the Arctic Blobcast shows that by Wednesday, this air is out of here. I'll have details on how warm we get coming up in a moment.
Okay, thanks, Hutch.
Investigators now say the former Lake Park, Minnesota police chief who was shot and killed in a hunting accident was driving at the time he was hit. The shooting happened Saturday around 6 in the evening on a logging trail just northeast of Detroit Lakes. 53-year-old Jay Nelson was found in a vehicle with a gunshot wound in West Sugarbush Township. That's about a half-mile east of Yellowhead Trail and a half-mile west of Little Flat Lake. Investigators are asking for anyone who was hunting in that area at the time to come forward.
North Dakota's 6,000 state workers haven't had a pay raise in 2 years, but there's a proposal from 3 lawmakers in Bismarck to increase salaries by $300 a month, starting in July of 2019, and then add a 1% merit-based raise in 2020. Governor Doug Burgum is expected to address the matter in his budget that will be released December 5th. The governor has expressed support, saying it will help retain current workers.
Former Minnesota Supreme Court Justice and NFL Hall of Famer Alan Page will be receiving a Presidential Medal of Freedom. That's the country's highest civilian honor. Page played 15 years in the NFL for the Vikings and the Bears. He was the NFL's MVP in 1971 and was inducted into Pro Football's Hall of Fame in '88. He got his law degree while playing for the Vikings, and in 1992, he won a seat on the Minnesota Supreme Court, where he served for 20 years. President Donald Trump cited Page's athletic accomplishments while highlighting Page's judicial career and his charitable work through the Page Education Foundation, which has helped students of color since the 80s.
The honor goes to those who have helped make me who I am, those whose shoulders I've had the opportunity to stand on, those who have helped me along the way.
Page will be awarded the medal along with 6 others this Friday.
There was a large emergency response at the Duluth Airport earlier this evening that just cleared before 6 p.m. Officials say a plane with landing gear issues that was expected to make landing at Duluth International diverted to Minneapolis-St. Paul. According to the website Flight Tracker, the fixed-wing multi-engine plane took off this afternoon from Raleigh-Durham, North Carolina, destined for Hibbing before flying to Edmonton International. It spent more than an hour circling over Duluth in an effort to burn fuel until the pilot decided to divert to the Twin Cities. There's no word on how many people were on board.
Once they're done serving our country, veterans have earned the right to receive a variety of benefits.
Corey Heppola shows us how one nonprofit organization is helping veterans' dreams come true.
Started a company, and
Tim O'Neill served 7 years in the Marine Corps, so he knows what it's like when that experience in service is ending.
And I'm not sure what's next, but I want to go out and start my own business. I may not know what that looks like or what the first steps are to take, but that's their desire, that's their intent.
O'Neill's heard that from veterans over and over, so he wrote about it as a guest commentator in this month's Twin Cities Business, citing military studies that after World War II, nearly 50% of vets owned a business. Today, that number's plummeted to just 5%, which has O'Neill working to help through Bunker Labs.
And it really starts with kind of our motto of inspire, equip, and connect.
Bunker Labs is a national nonprofit of veteran entrepreneurs dedicated to helping new vets chase down their dream.
In terms of starting up your own business, there can be some real challenges with it. I mean, the first is having context to know that people that have come before you have done it and have been successful in doing it.
Like FedEx and Comcast, both veteran startups. Same with Bunker Labs, which is in Minneapolis and 21 other cities across the country. In less than 5 years, it's helped more than 750 veteran startups through its digital course and networking.
So what we found is veterans don't need to necessarily meet one another. They need to meet people that are local and relevant to the community that can really help them take the next steps with their businesses.
A chance to mentor or serve by helping our former service members.
To learn more about Bunker Labs or how you can help, go to our website and click on this story.
There was a full house at the Sanctuary Events Center in Fargo tonight. People coming out to honor Fargo's police chief. Oak Grove Lutheran School presenting the 2018 Living the Mission Award to Chief David Todd. The chief graduated from Oak Grove School in 1984, where he was active in athletics, music, and many other student organizations. Organizers say Chief Todd is a valued member of our community, serving in leadership positions within his church and other community service groups.
There's a relationship that's always existed there, so I go back from time to time. It's an honor to be here. I mean, these people mean the world to me, and so for them to ask me to come that's a big deal for me.
Oak Grove's Living the Mission Award dates back to 1995. Chief Todd is the 39th recipient of Oak Grove's highest honor.
Congratulations to him.
Very much so.
Later on Valley News Live at 10, a message today from the federal government. Americans need to get moving.
Clearing skies and bitter cold temperatures across the valley. Highs colder than our typical lows this time of year. I'll have details on warmer air that's right around the corner right after this.